Hey, it's Coach Tom Ferry. Happy Friday. I apologize for the inconsistency of these videos. I have been a traveling fool, but I'm back and I'm on track. So, as I always like to say, welcome to Life by Design, your place online for ideas, inspiration, and how to stay in the right action. And here's the conversation for this fine Friday. The market is on the move. In the last week, I've spent time with about, 550, 600 owners from the US and Canada, and everybody's saying the same thing. It's unbelievable what's going on right now. Nate Martinez from Phoenix, Arizona shared with me that this time last year in the Phoenix metro market, there was 38,000 homes on the market, and as of right now, there's less than 18,000. That is an unbelievable sign. The market is absolutely on the move. So the message I have for you today is, how are you going to get ahead of the market? 3 specific things I want you to consider. Number 1, your buyers. Who's serious and who's not? If you've got that buyer that's looking for the perfect house, you've got to get comfortable with the dialogue of, Mr. and Mrs. Buyer, I can appreciate the fact you're looking for the perfect house. The challenge with today's real estate environment is there are no perfect homes. We've got to get clear on 85% of what you want. When you make it perfect, it's what you put into it, that final 15%. So let's talk about the absolute needs we need above and beyond the stuff that we can fix up to make it perfect. The bigger issue you have to ask yourself is, do you have buyers right now that are just gobbling up your time that really aren't serious about pulling the trigger? Here's the deal. Most agents will spend so much time with one potential client that really isn't 100% serious, and then guess what happens? You end up missing out on 4 or 5 additional people you could be helping. So ask yourself, who's maybe taking up too much of your time that really isn't serious? And for the ones that are, let's maybe re-narrow their focus down to 85% of what will absolutely get them what they want, the basics, and then they make it their home. They make it perfect. The second one is your sellers. And look, the bottom line is the script's the same. We've got to get them priced correctly, because what are we seeing today? Move-in ready homes that are priced relatively well, in many cases are selling with multiple offers. So you need to do a little analysis of every property you have. You know, how is the location? How is the entryway? What does the outside look like? What's the showability? What is the easeability? You know, what's stopping the property from selling in an environment like this? If it's just price, consider the following script. You know, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, the market, the brokers, and most importantly, the buyers have spoken. Clearly, we need to amend the price. I love that word, amend. We need to amend the price. They don't want to hear reduce. We need to amend. We need to adjust the price. And then you say, I'm going to strongly recommend X. And you give them X, which might be lower than you would normally go for, but go for it. Be dangerous, go for lower X, and let them come up to maybe a fairer price. That's okay. That's okay. Then the big question is, what would you like me to do? So you ask for what you want, and then what would you like me to do? What would you like me to do? And you shut up and you just let them talk and hear it all out. And remember the 3 questions? If we lower it to that price, what's the worst case scenario? What's the most likely scenario? And then what's the best case scenario? Remembering the emotional side of selling or buying. You've got to work through their fear, get them to a state of neutrality, and then bring them up to a state of moving forward and taking action. So good little dialogues for you. Then the last one, really easy. Boy, I'll tell you, now you better be connecting with every person that sent you a referral last year, reaching out. And I don't care if they were out-of-state brokers or they were, local past clients and people inside your network of friends right in your local marketplace. The market's on the move. I want you to get way ahead of it. Let's have a great February. Have a great Friday. Remember always, your strategy matters, and now more than ever, your passion rules. I promise to talk to you on Monday. Take care.